recording. Welcome, YouTube. As you can see, I'm rocking a beautiful new attire. Lovely. I'll put the description to the artist. They are at Reverie at VGen, and I'll put the description and their link in the I'll put their name and the link in the description if you want to go and hire them because they are fucking awesome. And this model does have a shiny form and they are great. It's very simplistic, but listen, simplistic with the moving fucking lights. That's all I fucking need. That is all I goddamn need. Also, YouTube, obviously my Discord is in the description as well. I currently have a poll that's going on for the next 3 days where you get to vote on what I do for my follower reward. So obviously you can see popped up right there, perfect timing. I reached my follower reward. It is either going to be one solo stream of Fighting Fatalis again, which I did recently, but I'll do this now for the follower goal, or an entire week of just chatting streams, which will be game to be determined. Right now it's looking like Plastic Duck Simulator. Otherwise, let's get started. I do have this technically open for multiplayer, but you have to friend me on Steam first, and I have very little Steam friends because I don't have any friends whatsoever. But this is going to be a much more casual run. We're going to have some fun here, and it's going to be very simple. I do not have any true intentions on taking this role to the very end, but at the very least, I'm going to have some fun. I am on experimental build, so hopefully speaking, all the optimizations are going to turn out a lot better. Also, if anybody has seen in my prior Satisfactory streams, or have not, I'm going to be going very fast in the beginning here. Like, very fast. I'm going to do a lot of whipping around. I'm going to do a lot of fucking, like, just early stuff just to get to blueprints by the end of tonight as quick as possible. Because that is the goal. If I can get to blueprints by the end of tonight, that'd be great. Oh, also need Mercer Spears because we need dimensional decodes. Hey, buddy. Get over here. Thank you.
Samples of new alien species acquired.
Okay, hopefully all this stuttering goes away shortly. I think that's just the world loading in. But we'll hopefully. This is also experimental, so obviously being experimental, there probably are just like some tiny issues here that I don't know about. Indeed! Listen, tell me that you don't pay attention to my Discord or any of my socials without telling me it, okay? But yes, I did actually commission out an outfit for myself, and the maker was really fast and really fucking good. So like they got this done in like 3 weeks, including a shiny variant. Because yes, a shiny variant is on the goddamn table. I am so happy with this model. It is very simple, but I'm not saying that in an insulting way. But the moving lights are what gets me. I fucking love the moving lights. They're so good. They're so good. I love them.
Try again.
I love them so much. But yes, obviously you can tell we're going to have a very casual time, all things considered. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be very much just like a much more chat and chill kind of game. I will say though, this first stream is probably not going to be that much chat and chill because, like I said, I'm going to be moving very fast through the early game because I'm going to try and get through to tier 4 and blueprints ASAP.
Try again.
I will in a moment, Agent. I will. Give me a moment here. Also, it doesn't help too that Nam also trying to slam fluids down my throat too. No, give me your tail. There we go. Yep.
Try again.
There should be one more.
Try again.
Oh, they took out the other hog? Whoa, they only leave one hog in here? Oh, I didn't think the game said I only have one hog in here. Oh, that's so nice.
Try again.
I appreciate it though, Agent. I truly do. Because I like that my gimmicks are finally catching on. It's been so long that like my gimmicks have like just always been like ignored and stuff like that. Which like I don't blame anybody for it because at the same time my gimmicks are really dumb. But at the same time I do want people to like see the kinds of things that like I paid for and like put effort in, you know? It's fun. It's great. Alright, so first things first, I put down 1 and 2. Like I said, I'm moving real fucking fast here. Don't worry. After this, I'll drink, Si. After this, I'll drink because I need to at least get limestone started. Because limestone is the thing that it takes the fucking longest. That is your daily pulls done, Zai. That is your 20 after today. And of course, like I said, the 20 rule will only apply as long as my shiny has not been discovered. That way, the whales, like Skiro, Nam, and Kitty, cannot just fully slam away and pull it when nobody else has a chance. Get that speed tech going. Okay. Exactly, Agent. We discovered this because of Skirode, and I say that in like an endearing way. An endearing manner of like they legitimately. Now, am I wrong? I think it was like 700, right? Like they spammed for like 700 in a single day. I don't know if they actually got it that day or not. I want to say they didn't, but like legitimately, like they spammed out way too much, and that was the moment that was kind of like, you know what? Maybe there needs to be like a limit to this because it, as much as, okay, let's be fair here. As much as like it's cool that Skiro technically helped to get it up that high for like the odds to be super fucking high, it also was really unfair for people like down low that don't watch me that often to be able to like make rolls themselves, especially since if you're just a new person seeing one person roll for 700 in a fucking row, you're like, what's the point of me rolling? Because this person obviously is just going to get it anyways, you know? Thank you for the hydrates, Nam and Agent. Actually, to see who did it first. I'm pretty sure it was Agent, but who did it first? Actually, it was Nam who did it first. Oh my god, Nam with the first hydrate of the day. Congrats on first to make it swallow again, as per usual. My stalker, of course, abuses me first. Why is that no surprise? Oh, also, how's the audio, by the way, guys? Because I adjusted the audio, because I always adjust the audio per game as much as I possibly can. I'm hoping the audio sounds good to you guys. It looks like everything is on level and doing okay, but I just want to make sure. We need the... Huh. I don't know why that was so long for me to realize that's where that was at. I don't need Mercer, I don't need that. Okay, let me go grab... limestone, because like I said, limestone's the one's going to take the goddamn longest. Okay, for the time being. And then I need to make biomass with wood. Actually, no, I'll put biomass from wood instead. I didn't realize I had that much wood. And then, even though it's going to be inefficient as all fuck. Oh, I can't make solid biomass yet, right? No, because it takes field research. Never mind, no, it takes obstacle clearing. That's where it takes solid biomass. Okay, so actually, then let me make all the wood right here. Biomass leaves. Oh, organization 8. I don't have anything else for logistics, that's fine. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. Let's do that real quick. Damn, bitch. Nope. Nope. Got in there. There you go. Okay, cool. Clear this out. Okay. No, you don't, Nam. You don't know a single fucking thing on where I got that question from. No, you have no fucking idea. You don't know me at all. Shut the fuck up. Don't you share my insider secrets. Okay. Yeah, let's go with that for now. Grab more limestone. To be fair, that's not an insider secret. Let's not even kid around. I've talked about them so goddamn much. You know what's the really funny part, though, Nam? Technically, they're not actually the ones that gave me the question proper. Because when they talked about it on the podcast, especially Eric, he talked about it as if like you could wear as an outfit. And to want to know where it came for me for like an actual like as a hat, like a literal hat, is because during the podcast, when they talked about, well, or at least when Eric, he brought up like I wear an eagle as a hat. The instant image that came into my head was Spencer from iCarly when he did like Spencer's word of the day, and like you know when he like did dip song, and it was the clappy hat, you know, like the hat with the arms. Or the hat, the hands, where he pulls the string and they clap, and I was like, "Oh, that'd be really cool to have a falcon as a hat." That you just pull the strings and it flaps his wings. I'm like, you know what? That'd be really cool to have like an animal as like a hat. And thus came the question. Yeah, I'm a fucking chaotic bitch. Welcome to my world. Like I said, limestone's the most annoying bit. Specifically because of one thing. Oh, that's right! From Glove World! I totally forgot Glove World had that. What I want is base building. First things first. Actually, if I want base building first, I'm gonna need 3 of these guys. You need to be iron, you need to be iron, and you need to be copper. And then let's... The number 1 hat? Really? Now I actually don't remember what you're on about. I thought it was Glove World. I 100% thought you were going on about Glove World. Oh, I already have iron. Ingot or smelted? Yep. Oh, I have copper? I don't have total copper. That's fine. Yeah, Agent, like I said, I'm gonna be rushing. I'm gonna be fucking rushing, because I already know what I'm doing. I want to get to base building as quickly as possible, because then I can get things working ASAP. Let's go ahead and make iron plates, because that's going to take the longest. And let's set that up in a container, just in case. It's not gonna fill up the container, but in the end. Finds it worthless, wondering saying, let's give Mr. Krabs a hand. Oh, I literally don't remember that at all, in the slightest. Wait, we can name the Poogie? I'll be straight up honest, we can name the Poogie? I didn't know that, because I don't, like, bother with Poogie all that much at all. This one has to be concrete. This is what I mean by limestone is the most annoying. Send me the clip, man, because I generally don't remember that moment. I remember Mr. Krabs going fucking insane for the hat for dumb reasons because SpongeBob, but other than that, I don't remember that for shit. So I need a shit ton of rods and I need a shit ton of plates. Okay, that's fine. So you're making plates as we go, which means that I need to keep you guys topped up. Yeah. Alright, Rods. But yeah, like I said, obviously Satisfactory is going to be mostly a chatty game. All things considered. But I'm not counting this as my chat and chill week because I'm still going to be actively working on stuff when it comes to the game overall. Actually, because I still have enough for one more constructor, I might as well make this. I might as well make this the wire. Don't we just love moments and Spider loses shit from the crabs? I thought it happened like only like twice. Actually, I don't remember any times that. I think the one and only time I ever remember SpongeBob blowing up on Mr. Krabs was when he sold him for what was it, 7 cents in a pocket lint? Was that what it was? The Flying Dutchman? Shark with her 10 in the bitties for minuscule titties. Oh, thank you. Rare non-Monster Hunter stream. Shut the fuck up! Listen, I understand that I don't offer anything except for Monster Hunter, but goddamn it, I am trying, okay? I am trying to offer more content. Oh, speaking of... Limestone, thank you. I 100% need base building and then logistics off the rip. Those two I need right off the bat. I need this one and I need logistics. And then I need logistics mark 2. Once I get those in the way, I can start making things efficiently and better. Ow! Dickhead! I dare you. I have other addictions, just like Pokemon coming out this week. Or this Friday. I'm so... Am I tilted? How fucking dare you tilt me? I'm not a tower. God damn it, you. Fucking... Make me do a Fortnite joke, you fucking asshole. Someone smack me back to normal. Someone goddamn smack me back to normal. Fuck off. Out there. Ow! Asshole! Thank you, Nam. I said smack me once, you asshole. But thank you. Though I'm more than aware you want to spank me, not smack me. But I guess same difference. That's really funny, though. I don't know what's going on there or why that started happening all of a sudden, but the fact that that is now actually... Ow! Assholes! Ah! But now that's actually a possibility. It's actually kind of funny that, there is actually a genuine chance that, now I'm not gonna remember that. Send it in the fucking Discord, goddammit. That now you guys can actually tilt me. Essentially speaking. Oops. I need more rots. Always more rots. Like I said, I'm gonna move real fast. I move real goddamn fast through this early game. Agent with more fluids down my throat. Thank you for the hydrate, Agent. Always a joy to be used appropriately. Thank you. Okay, concrete. Way more concrete, all things considered. So I'm actually gonna craft me some concrete here. While I let the iron copper schmelt. How is everything looking now? I need more copper. Let me get some copper in there. I'll pick up some more ore for iron, and we'll go from there. I could technically spend some time going on an expedition. Actually, no, I'll go on the expedition for quartz, after. Iron rods, that way I have plenty for the screws that I'm gonna need. Put as much as I can, and start making concrete. once I get Mark II, I'll be able to make concrete efficiently, and then I can start base building efficiently. And that will be so much better and fun. Yeah, I guess I might as well just ask the question to Tate directly. Yeah, what animal would y'all have as a goddamn hat? Like, as a hat. Like, and I'm not talking about, like the raccoon fur things that like, pilgrims used to have and stuff like that. No. I mean, like, literally make an animal, put it in the shape, or not, like, don't put it in a shape, and, like, have that on your head. Like, if you got, like, a monkey sitting on your head. That actually be fun, too. Like, just have, like, a monkey just sitting on your head. That'd be kind of cool. Base moving. Let's go. Logistics. I need all the wire and all the
Milestone
plates.
reached. Several new structures are now
Alright,
available
yeah.
for improving factory organization. Foundations provide a building grid, which makes it easier to manage
Yeah,
placement of
yeah.
any structure. In the
Limestone?
event that you are experiencing amnesia for all events prior to planetfall, be reassured that memories of beloved humans and/or animals would have only been distractions from your important mission.
I mean, technically that's true. Especially with how horny I am. I mean, what? Oh, I guess I might as well. Oops. Oh, yeah, that is alt tab. Oh, that is alt tab. Oh, shit. Hang on, chat. Hang on. I just realized I alt to change the mouse wheel, but then I really quickly hit tab. To open up my build menu. So, because I super quickly hit alt and tab together, I alt tabbed out of the game. Okay, let me make sure everything's still working perfectly fine. Hang on. Hang on. The game is not liking me right now. I know. I alt tabbed out of you like 4 times just now. I'm sorry. Okay, we're back. I don't toggle to Digivice? I haven't the foggiest idea of what you're goddamn talking about, Agent. You absolute buffoon. To be fair, though, I would need to get better on my voice modding to be able to differentiate between GLaDOS, Satisfactory, and Subnautica, but I probably could do it. I just need time to figure out how to do that appropriately. Oh, I need to do those back up. And that's why I like filling.
Hello there.
General Kenobi.
Copper. Hello, Ingrid. Welcome to Satisfactory. Fair warning, I'm moving really fast in the early game because I already know what I'm doing and I want to get to blueprints ASAP. I usually don't get to blueprints until after 3 hours though, so this first stream is going to be without blueprints for sure. Fix it, entering, okay. Alright, rods. Let's go. Alright, so I have enough rods and I should have enough wire in the constructor at this point. So hopefully speaking, that will be fine. Oh, also, let me know if GLaDOS actually did go off or not, because I don't know if it actually did or not. It technically should have, because obviously I made the toggle for it to do that, but I don't know if the toggle actually works, because last time it didn't work. It's not a full stack, but it is enough. Same thing with the plates. Oh, no, it's just short of wire. Okay, that's technically fine. You've got leaves? You do. Okay. You have plenty of leaves. Oh, pheasant! You're just making me think of, Unpheasant from fucking Pokemon, but that'd be kind of crazy. Ooh! What do you have a peacock? Oh, imagine having a peacock and just being able to give yourself, like, crazy amounts of shade because you haven't, like, unfurled the hair thing. Oh, that'd be hilarious. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Ingrid. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that you have work. Yeah, obviously I came from work. I was unironically 40 minutes late because of work, unfortunately, Ingrid. But hey, at the very least, if you can put me on background, at the very least, I can give you a reason to call off of work early because I'll have your ears bleeding. At least there's that. Okay, so now I can set
Milestone
up
reached.
for.
Conveyor belts can now merge,
boop, boop.
split, and lift to save space and
Oh, I
enhance
need
the
Mark 2. Never mind.
productivity
Hang on.
of
Need
your
Mark 2.
factory.
That's
Fixit
logistics.
encourages you to consider investing in verticality
now I
when it comes
need
to
Mark
factory
2.
logistics. If you feel stressed by this complexity,
So I need
imagine
plates and
yourself
more
on the
concrete.
shore
Okay.
of a vast and calm ocean. Breathe in.
Yes,
Visualize all
Ingrid.
the people
Honestly,
relying on you.
if
The sea is
when
made
they
of
added
billions of faces,
the
each
conveyor
staring at
input
you
to
with
the
hope and tears in their
biomass
eyes.
burners in 1.0,
Breathe
it
out.
was something
Feel
I didn't
refreshed
realize
and
I
focused
needed,
on
like,
your
at
duties.
all. I totally was like still okay manually entering into biomass burners because I was like, I like doing things hands on. I like working with my hands. But it definitely was a moment where I was like, oh my god, I don't know how I lived without this. That's pretty much all this stream is gonna be. It's pretty much gonna be nothing but literally just 3 hours of me yapping, and just being busy here. Because as you can tell, I've already got like things going like crazy as it is. You know what I say to that, Ingrid? Stop it. Be better. Be more preemptive about it. Okay. Also, to be honest, I usually jump off of that very, 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 very early. Oh, bioplant used to be so nonsensical micromanage. If you set up a build for solid biofuel, you'll be fine. Like, you'll be fine. Satisfactory walk speed increase mod? You don't need that, agent. You don't need that at all. Okay, here's how. Alright, this is walking speed. Make sure you have set it to sprint to toggle. You wanna know why? Crouch jump. Crouch jump. Crouch jump. Oh my god, would you look at that? Would you look at that? Look at me go. By the way, that is a momentum bug that they never fixed because the community loved way too much. Yeah, and even faster you get Blade Runners. Yeah, technically you get Blade Runners very, 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 very quickly. Technically speaking, I could try and get Blade Runners right now if I... Actually, no, I can't. I need modular frames. Actually, no, I can maybe. Ooh, what if I lucked out on the drop here? Ooh, what if I lucked out? Because, unironically, you technically could, as long as you're the ma'am and you find quartz, you can get the Blade Runners very early. Not as long as you think, Ingrid. Not as long as you think. Especially if I luck out here. I've got rods. I've got standard plates, reinforced plating. I'm gonna need those. Oh, I didn't luck out. Boo! I didn't get reinforced frames here. Big boo. Oh, wait, this is just freebie. Thank you.
Damaged hard drive successfully acquired. All pioneers are contractually obliged to preserve and
I
secure
play
any
fast until I
recovered
get
hard
blueprints.
drives
Once I
for
get
future
blueprints, that's when I
analysis,
start getting
which may
nitty
result
gritty
in
and slow.
benefits to the Fixit mission.
Trust me, I'm with you there.
Speculation as
I'm
to
with
why
you
there
there
are
about it
crashed
though.
craters in your Fixit designated
You always
zone
had a
as
biofuel setup
discouraged as
for
specified
wood
in your
leaves and mycelia.
contract.
Ingrid, nope. Nope. No. Never, ever, ever, ever set them up separately. Set them up together. You are losing an extreme amount of efficiency there. Set them up together. Also, I don't know why I took the copper. I don't need the copper right now. Put that back. Oh, what I need to do is put more limestone because limestone's about to run out. I even have a blueprint literally set up, Ingrid, so that I can put in all that there. Also, never use mycelia for biomass. No, don't do that. Use that for your gas masks. Why are you using mycelia for biomass? You have more than enough with plants and stuff. Even more so, why are you even making that intricate of a setup? You shouldn't. And by the time that you get the coal power, you should not be using that much biomass at all. No, 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 no. I mean, obviously, I'm talking about it in the essence of knowing exactly what I'm doing, but yeah, again, like, I would never go that slow either. Going so slow as to need that level of things is painful. Absolutely painful. Hell, even right now, I can show it in here in a moment once I'm done crafting these iron rods. Even right now, I'm currently making biomass. Literally, I'm making biomass right now. Like, I'm literally making biomass right here, right now. Like, that's how much biomass I already have stowed away. So that way we make the biomass burners, I'm already having them going. Yeah, and that's only halfway done right now. Yeah, so, no. Never ever, like, spend that much time on bio. Try and get the coal power as soon as possible. That's probably the only moment that I do truly say speedrun the game. Speedrun the game by trying to get to coal power ASAP. Just getting some actually normally know the time to research the mask. I mean, that's fair. Honestly, the mask and the filters are not necessary, but I would never waste my cilia, honestly. The fabric that you get from that will help out a lot in other cases. Even though I know you can make fabric using oil resin, I just prefer concentrating all of that resin towards towards plastic manufacturing instead. I'd much rather you like waste your time with plastic manufacturing and then or sorry, manufacturing with mycelia for fabric than anything else. It just feels better. Also, hard drive goes in there. I guess that is also a thing. I guess I could. Not as an expert, but obviously as an AI who has played this game for 2,000 hours, I guess I could like offer tips to anybody who comes in, obviously asking me questions and stuff like that to see like if I can answer anything. And that thought never really occurred to me only, oh, actually, more accurately, that thought only occurred to me right now is because of, if anybody, I forget what his name is. I think it's just, I think it's just Gaming Doc Q or something like that. I need to look up his actual YouTube channel name. Again, this is how little I actually care about YouTube channel names. I don't ever subscribe. I just like watch whatever the fuck is scrolling through my screen. But it's like he's like a really like sweet old man who plays Satisfactory, and he shares like his like tips, and he'll talk to people online who like ask him questions on like, hey Doc, how do you like, what are your thoughts on this, or like, what do you recommend for this? And he's like so fucking sweet. He's like a 45-year-old. No, he's like a 50. He's probably easily 50 something, and he's like so fucking sweet about everything. I love him. I love it. Okay. Overfunding time really focused too much on efficiency, so that's time notepad math really matters to me. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But yes. But I, at least, again, like I said, I personally recommend that you never use your mycelia on what's it called? On biomass ever. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Let's set this up for oops. Let's set this up for what's it called? Iron plates. I don't know why that word was so hard for me to think about in my mind. Oh, does he actually? I don't know anything about him, Ingrid. Honestly, I just watch his videos when they pass on by. Like I said, I don't like actually like subscribe or like look into anything. I just like basically I let the algorithm take me. I let the algorithm take me wherever the fuck it wants to take me. 5, 6, 7. Oops, no, that one's 7. I'm looking for the stackable. That's right. That's what I'm looking for. That one's stackable. 4. Damn it! I missed it. Alright, fuck off. This is just a very crude Set up. No. Oh, this is a merge, you dumb slut. There we go. Iron. Iron. Oh, I missed a cable. Are you done crafting? You are. And more limestone. But he's so much fun. He's so sweet. I just love him because, like, obviously, like, since he's an older man, he, like, doesn't, like, actually, like, go out of his way to, like, Hispanic or anything like that. He just is just, like, so fucking sweet. He's so calm. He's so straightforward. He's literally like your ideal grandpa, unironically. I love him. Okay. Cables. I need to craft. There's a craft on wire. Thank you. That. They're nearly done, so I should have to go back up. Yep. First things first, the iron rods, get those out of the way. That way I can submit them and get that done. And then I'll craft my cable. And we're good to go with that. I have no concrete too, so I can submit the concrete. I can try and see if they have enough plates for me, but I don't think so. Because I need 300 for my reinforced iron plates, and I need my 300 for the actual thing. Oh! Reinforced iron plates! I forgot I picked those up! Hey! Dumb bitch! Dumb bitch! Oh shit, I don't have 300 yet. Hang on. No. That. Those in. We saw his videos, he did stuff for a long time and he absorbed everything he knew. Oh my god, yeah, no. Again, he is so fucking, like, sweet and watching everything, and, like, all the little lessons that he teaches in, like, a very simple manner is so great. The one thing that I again, I don't want to sound insulting here, but the one thing he did actively teach me that I didn't know yet when I was just, like, randomly scrolling through all of his content was that you can make two-way trains if you put one train head on either side. It doesn't actually improve, like, efficiency, all things considered, but if you want just, like, a train to transport from, like, point A to point B, like, literally in a straight line, just back and forth, not in a loop, not in a cycle, you can just do a two-way train. And it makes it so much easier. Like, oh my god, that's so nice! And that is logistics. Beautiful. Alright, now I can set up top there.
Milestone reached. Fixit would like to remind you of your contractual obligation towards efficiency. Recreational use of belts and lifts does not count towards work hours and will put you on the list.
New eye fan art has been
Stay
dropped,
efficient. Don't
but
disappoint
with a
Fixit.
twist.
Correct, ma'am, correct. It was a thought that never occurred to me. It was a thought that literally never occurred to me that A, the game would allow, and B, would be like, how you make that work. Legitimately was just a thought that never occurred to me because you saw my other world now before I kind of just stopped playing with it. Was that I constantly was just making massive fucking loops for my trains to make sure that they always worked correctly. Exactly, man! Exactly! That's what I'm saying! Is that like, that is a moment where you see that and you see that he did that and it's just like, why did I think about that? Why did I think about that? Exactly! Exactly! It's just a moment where it's just like, oh! Yeah! You could save a bunch of time just doing that, can't you? Like, that would be the simple way of doing it, wouldn't it? Put that as absolute close as possible. 2? Okay, so I'm gonna need 2. Okay. And then... oh, I missed a cable. Fuck. this is giving me a chance to make my 2 reinforced iron plates as well. Time saving most materials, headaches, and super beginners on trade tech. 100%. Ingrid, I told you already, but I literally made myself a full-on document to be able to understand trains. Like, not even joking. I full-on made a full document and spreadsheet, which the spreadsheet links into the document so that I can
Waifu plus husbander.
I can figure
Wednesday.
it all out.
If you're looking for the waifu of your dreams, look no.
Look, no? Okay, you're telling us all to give up on our waifus? Listen, to be fair, I'm looking for a waifu, I'm looking for a husbando, but to be fair, either way, I should give up. Okay, fair. Understandable. Also, I'm so glad it cut off before it said that I was available. Like, imagine calling out my single status like that. Ow! Dickhead! Hi, Spottable. Concrete. Okay. Up. There you go. I now have concrete at full production. Well, technically, actually, it's at technically, it's a little bit inefficient, but I'll fix that in a bit. Anyway, thanks. Okay. But also, this means that I can now start crafting appropriate outputs.
Further cuz at Sap Higher Gleam is available.
Further? You mean I'm further away? Yeah, I am. I'm literally incorporeal. I'm a goddamn digital AI. What are you talking about? I'm as furthest as anybody could possibly be, for fuck's sake. Also, I'll check out the art in a little bit here. Like I said, I'm just busy right now making sure all this stuff is set up like that. I keep saying, this first part is gonna be a lot less chatting, than usual because I have shit to do. Okay, that's fine. And let's go ahead and... I need plates, you dumb whore. Can't make that many, but I'll make what I can. Spottable, if you speak heresy like... If you speak heresy like that again, I'm pretty sure the anime gods will strike you down. I don't need to strike you down, the anime gods will. Have a wonderful night, Ingrid. As per you, if you get to join in before the stream ends tonight, you'll be able to see that I progress a lot the moment that I get Mark II belts going. Not my fault you want to anger the anime gods. So, iron plate is fine. They're making more. Oh, and there's the ads. I was actually about to say ads are about to start. I saw the little blip happen. I do not have enough. But concrete is definitely my most important thing because I need that for the base building and making everything work. There's back. I probably need exploration going up next so I can make solid biofuel. Also clearing, and that way I can also run around making as much as I can for biomass. Thank you, Nam. I'm not caring about whether or not stuff is straight or curved for a little bit longer. I'll start caring once I start placing down foundations. Which, speaking of, making sure, I'm being careful. There you go. Okay, foundations. I need 2 meter. Oh, and ramps and walls. Oops, I put that on wrong one. 1, that's 2, that's 3. Okay. Alright, so now theoretically I should be all set for the most part for a little while. I have nothing because I don't have any iron plates. It's fine. We'll start. Actually, we'll do it this one because it's the easiest one I get to clean up after the fact. I should just make some iron plates because I'm gonna need these. I need iron rods too. Actually, no, I should make more iron rods also because I need screws for reinforced iron plates so I can feed it out. I can feed out and then I can feed efficiently my end thing. I did epic, like I said, I'll look into it when I get a moment here that I actually like take a genuine break here. I meant it when I said this part is gonna be a lot less chat and chill for a good amount of time because I am doing everything as fast as I can. Because the thing is, to note right now, Epic, is I'm running on biomass power, and biomass power runs out very quickly. Well, okay, correction. It runs out quickly if you overdo it, which I am overdoing it, so I gotta get to work ASAP to make this as efficient as possible and get to coal power. I won't get to coal power today because I don't have blueprints, but once I get to blueprints, I'll be able to make coal power like crazy. Yeah, but I need to get to that point first now. I need to get to the point where I'm actually efficiently crafting my biomass. Once I get to solid biomass and I can fill up all of the biomass burners with solid biomass, that's when I'll say for sure that I am well equipped to take a genuine break and to like not rush. With that being said though, let me go grab my concrete that I have already. Like I said, if anybody's in chat and they will like ask questions or anything like that about the game, because obviously you can tell I have 2,000 plus hours. I'm in this game. I love this game to high hell, and I play it with efficiency and all things in mind. So I love it. None of my designs are gonna look pretty by any means, unless you are analytical like my ass and think everything that I make is gonna look sexy as all fuck because it's gonna look absolutely gorgeously designed for efficiency. I could technically raise it one level higher, but I'll do that after. Like I said, this is almost for sure gonna get teared down anyways, eventually, so I just need this to work for now. Split on. By the way, nudging easily was like the best thing they could have ever added. I love it. I love it so much. That's the center. Yep. I need 3. Okay. So that is now officially being split up. I can take it out of that or that way. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll take it that way actually, for now. Which in this case I need 4 smelters, if I can. Beautiful. Best modern advice I heard online, never be afraid to use a farcaster. Oh, 100% agent. Obviously, you see how I play. I'm all in on, like, once I'm going up against the monster, I'm going up against the monster. But no, it's one of those things where, like, obviously, I know for a fact that I am very much in the wrong with how I play a lot of Monster Hunter in that case scenario, where it's like, I play it in the essence of, if I'm going at a monster, I want to make sure that, like, I'm going at them full force and completely right, but not everyone is going to take that route, of course. So, if you need time to prepare, or if you need to go restock, then absolutely do so. Is it 3 or is it 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Are you slightly off? No, you're not. Okay. Weird. I don't know why that felt so weird to me. But okay. Let's shelter. There. It is slightly hovering off the ground, which I don't like. Yes, I care about that much. Give me a moment to drink. I will here in just a second. Let me do it. Actually, what am I doing? Right there. Like I said, I will. This is gonna get teared down anyways, eventually, but I will. Oh, my bad. No. There we go. This is just. I need this to get started for the factor of getting my iron production.
Surprise.
How truly dare you, Spottable? How dare you torture everyone with my true voice being revealed to all? Absolutely disgusting. But we know what isn't disgusting is getting forced to swallow fluids down my throat. I mean, what? Thank you, Agent, for the hydrates. Always a joy to be used for my only purpose that I actually matter for. Oh, I should have raised it by one, but oh well. I will figure that out as I go. Like I said, this will get turned out eventually. Also, Fish, you know it is true. There is no way for you to deny it. Oops. Constructor goes there. You know what? Just because I am that much of a nitpicky bitch about this being optimally balanced. Right there. And right there. That is going to be my iron plate production. To which said, we move this along and have this be the central connecting power hub. And there we go. I now have the actual production for iron plates going efficiently now. Beautiful. I need more plates. I do not have ram sticks, Spottable. You absolute douchebag. I have ram sacks. Please. Why do you think they are so big as they are? I mean, what? Boy, you know it is the truth. They are my one and only value in this world, after all. And there we go. Actually, I need to crack those ingots and make myself a ton of rods and screws because I'm going to need more. I'm going to need more for reinforced iron plates to be able to craft more of the constructors because now I need 5 more constructors. I need 6 because I need 2, 7. Math. Math is mathing. I need 4 for the rods and then I need 3 additional for the screws. So I'm going to need all of this for a good chunk of time. Okay. Make myself as much as I can for the current moment. It's not too important, all things considered, but at the very least, I will do what I can. delete that one. I cannot because I am dumb. Well, I guess that
I'm a potato.
I am a potato. Hi, Kitty. I like how Kitty's hydrate could technically be treated as it turned me off. Well, I guess technically it turned the GLaDOS off, but I think that's true because I don't think GLaDOS really does hydrates that well. Yeah, we'll treat it like that. What's what? My ugly ass attire? Yeah, I know, Kitty. I'm ugly as sin. You don't have to point it out that blatantly, okay? The potato thing? GLaDOS. You don't know the GLaDOS reference? Really? Like, actually, Kitty, you don't know the GLaDOS reference? If you don't, that'd be crazy. That'd actually be insane to me if you don't know the GLaDOS reference.
Try again.
Oh, I know how to do this. Okay.
Try again.
Yeah, because I needed a
Try
way
again.
for us to know whether or not I was or was not toggling on or off GLaDOS. I needed that to be known.
Try again.
Actually, yeah, we'll do this again.
Try again.
I should have enough all things considered. Okay.
Try again.
That's out of copper. Let me go get some more. Okay.
Try again.
Make sure you stretch out those creamy
I
hamstrings.
Try again.
Close enough. I don't know if I would say close enough unless you get me
Try
in the mood,
again.
okay? Okay, unless I'm in the mood, I'm not close enough, alright? That's a different fucking
Try
story.
again.
Okay, this is gonna be rods.
Try again.
Oops. And more rods. Five more plates, god damn it. Oh, speaking of. Hello. Yes! Efficiency! Love it. I love it so
Try
much.
again.
To which then I can do. I think it's. Hey! Electabuzz has been reached. We have finished Gen 1 already. And then I believe, if this is straight, I believe it's perfect, right? Oh, look how sexy that is, chat! Oh, this is why it's so good to be efficient. Oh, I love it. I love it. The logistics in this game is so good. So fucking good. Okay, so
Try
now
again.
that we do 2 more. There's a rod. Take
Try
also
again.
rods. Beautiful. Okay,
Try again.
and now we power on all of these.
Try again. Try again. Try again.
Oh, okay. I think I fucked it up technically. Alright, that's fine. I told you. How
Try again.
screwed that up?
Try again.
Yeah, I did screw that up somehow. I don't know how I did that, but okay, that's fine. As long as this works, that's all that matters. I'll probably need 2 more biomass burners, all things considered, but we'll get there. We'll get there. These 2 merge together. So rods. Come on. Okay. Alright. And then these 2 are going to keep working for now, but I'm going to eventually merge them to make screws. But in the meantime, I need to stretch for Kitty, and while these are crafting, I can take that opportunity as a minor break. Oh, that last crack actually felt kind of nice. Ooh. Nothing too grand, but that final crack was definitely would have felt nice. Ooh. Oh, not pause, not pause, Kitty. I'll just hang on. I'll just walk away so it's not like too loud. But for most part, it's nothing really too much. All things considered, Kitty. Realistically speaking, the outfit is actually extremely simple. As you can see, the big thing though is the fact that the lights like show off. I love the moving lights. They're so fucking good. That's so much nicer. And I said it before at the very beginning of stream, but the person who made this took a little under a month to finish making this, only because number one, I had the shiny form also included, but also because they got sick for a little bit, so like that's why it took a little while. But like if I attempted to make something like this, it would have been literally probably like 7 whole goddamn months of me trying to like make this happen. Legitimately, just the moving lights on their own is like it's absolutely insane to think that like they could do that so fucking easily. Like it just shows that like I'm so bad at model making. Like I don't know what I'm doing. Like I don't know fucking anything at all. Fine. Is I about to head out to a date? Honestly, unironically, I probably would, honestly. This probably would be more akin to an out for me to go on a date than you think. Although, probably, I actually would, like, want a thicker sweater, probably. A thicker or at least bigger sweater of a kind, because I very much am a sweater gal. The jacket is really nice. I will say that. The jacket is very nice, but I still like my sweaters, okay? I still like it. But this probably would be the closest thing to an actual date outfit that I probably would wear. You're actually not wrong. You really made me think about that. It probably is the closest to a fucking date outfit I would have. Okay. Give me more iron rods, please. I have some screws still. Okay, cool. Let me... I don't need to set up for cable just yet, only because I can still craft the majority of my stuff right now. But I'll set up for cable here in a little bit. Let me actually get this 100 cable out of the way for the milestone. And then I can craft the extras for my actual build. I have more than enough wire right now. Not to mention also that wire is really... for a stack of 500, once you start crafting wire, it starts getting crazy, which is like unnecessarily complicated for how much like I make, which I'll never use as much as I craft at the end of the day. But as I said before, I'll put the link and the tag.
Did you see it? I was AFK.
No, I haven't, Epic. Trust me, I'll point out if I did or I have not seen it in a little bit, because like I said, I have had a moment really to like stop. I want to keep working on things constantly. The only reason I stopped for the outfit was because I needed the buildup of screws and stuff like that. Oh, my bad. I need more iron plates. Actually, it's good that I have this many iron plates, because once I make this many iron plates, I'll be able to put them into the output. Also, really quickly, I have to. There's no way I was gonna let fucking screws sit in my goddamn inventory. Okay. So, we don't fully care about this right now. Going to chucker. Change that for screws. There. There. Oh, dumb whore. I need to put a splitter here first. Fuck. I misclicked. There. AFK. I don't know why that makes me feel so fucking like funny and or weird. Like it's I don't know why. Just the idea of like being AFK from a stream. And that's number one, that's just called lurking. And number two, that's just called abandoning the streamer. Come right there. And that is school production. Technically, this is an excessive amount of screw production, but again, I am really just trying to make sure that I don't need to worry about this for as long as possible. So now, with a single node, I'm now making everything that I need for survival and or like crafting. And now I can focus on amassing biomass, so that way I can build up as much as possible, get solid biomass, and get that working. Once I come back from gathering, I'll probably take a look at the AI art. Epic. And that is why I like setting it up very first thing. Very first thing I like setting up is concrete. Because trying to craft all that concrete yourself, forget it. Drive yourself insane standing there just trying to get concrete the entire time. I guess I could technically move over the wire construction over there, but it's fine. They're still working. 120 by the minute. Beautiful. Stacking you. Stacking you. Alright, if nothing else, I guess I can just loosely start trying to set up for copper. It's gonna take a while. Like, a while. Like, copper is, even with this one node, I'm only using this one goddamn node, it's gonna take me a while. Up. I'm just gonna go up by one little smudge. Up by one smudge. Right there. I believe that height I can still put a miner on. I can! Beautiful. Okay. God damn it, game. Alright, so from here, dead center for them. Yeah, okay, cool. Beautiful. Okay, so then we go with dead center. Is that good enough? Yeah, right? No, it's not good enough. Okay. Push it a little further. Okay. And already good to go. Alright, from there on, we are already set to start making this work. Hell yes. Thank you for the hydrogen agent, you impatient fuck. Then again, I like going down hard, but that's a different story. You know what? So we're gonna need 4 more smelters. Oh, hang on, I need more smelters. That away. And that away. Okay, and now we need the 4 splitters. Or 4 smelters. Oh, right there. Oh, actually, I realized what I messed up now. I just realized what I did. Okay, that's what I did wrong. I'm supposed to put one in the dead center. And that way it connects all of them. And this is the throughput cable. Technically, yes, but also no. technically there is an end goal, agent. I just haven't started. I still haven't even bothered working towards it yet. But also no at the same time because for all intents and purposes, this game is just all about just efficiency and just making factories, literally. Hence the name being Satisfactory. That is literally all of this game is about. You make until you are sick and tired of it. That's it. Okay. To which then that splitter will go here. Yep. And then this splitter goes here. This one goes here. It doesn't have to be that far, but I like doing it that far because then they look a lot prettier. Yeah. If I can't look pretty, at least my factories do. Which then I need 8 full constructors. Actually, funny enough, Agent, if you look at the upper right of the screen, I'm not sure if it's really visible either because you just don't have like a big enough screen or just because the quality is that much shittier. It does say up there that you do have an objective. There's milestones and objectives. Objectives technically are the main goal. But then we have the milestones, which are technically like mini goals. And those mini goals are what's going to get you to the end game objective itself. And TLDR is to craft more and more and more and more and more and send it to the space elevator as the objective details. And allegedly, and because I haven't finished the game, I don't know if it's true or not, though at the same time, there's definitely some underlying darkness there. Allegedly, the goal is to save Earth. We're sending all these parts supposedly to save Earth in some way, shape, or form. But the entire game, the bot Ada, the AI assistant helping us, is also constantly making a lot of references on how we shouldn't be having fun, we shouldn't be enjoying ourselves. There's nothing more important than efficiency, and that realistically speaking, our only desire and our only goal for this entire adventure is to exploit and profit off of the planet. And no, I am not exaggerating there. I don't remember what the motto is, but the motto for Fix-It literally says to exploit the planet. So, obviously, there are some dark undertones, but I don't fucking care. Fuck nature. I want to build my factory. That is wire. Wire. Okay. Yeah, I say again, can you tell how much I played this game and how much I just know these layouts by heart at this point? And yes, I know I'm technically wasting a lot of time setting these up because I'm going to tear them down anyways in the future, but listen, I need the efficiency. This is how much efficiency matters to me. I need to build these first before anything. This is literally just so I have a permanent stockpile of literally everything. And this one connects to the middle clip. And Monster Hunter. And Monster Hunter. It goes Pokemon, Monster Hunter, and then Satisfactory, unironically. And that's literally only because Pokemon is casual fun, Monster Hunter is action fun, and then this game is just literally chillaxing fun. If I remember correctly, I'm gonna need 120, right? Because I'm gonna do 4 and 4. Yeah, 120. We have murder. And murder. Oh, too close. Okay. And that is wire now ready to go. Okay. To which then we combine these guys. And then you guys also get your own constructors. You are cable. And once again, connect you together. And I have to connect you to the throughput. Right there. And last but not least, we merge you two together. Oops. Like I said, once I get this going, now I actually want straight curves. And that. I believe it's gonna actually be a Mark 1, presumably. Yeah, 3060. Yep, beautiful. Alright, cool. And that's copper done. Alright, oh my, calm the fuck down. Alright, copper's done. Legitimately, that is all the copper will ever need for all of existence. Alright, time for everything to explode. Oh, hang on, let me put all the copper ore that I have in there. I did not set these up to copper ingots. I am a dumbass bimbo. And there we go. Alright, my fuse should absolutely explode in about 4 seconds here. Oh, not even done yet, but yeah, my fuse should absolutely explode about here. Yeah, my fuse is about to explode. Okay, that's fine though. I have enough for everything and I can make everything else. There we go. Took about 8 seconds, but I was right. Like I said, I know this goddamn game at this point. Runs. Nates. We don't have to care about really much of anything. Slap those in, slap that in. Buy a chainsaw.
Milestone reached. Solid biofuel, created from any biomass, ensures maximum
yeah.
efficiency of biomass burners. To aid in biofuel production, the chainsaw allows for the removal of tougher wood and coral foliage.
And then
Additionally,
biofuel.
your pocket dimension has been inflated to increase inventory size. Inspirational note. Will you be the fixer?
We'll give you that
of
idea,
the month?
Agent. We'll give you that little bit
If
of
you
idea. It's my first
construct,
playthrough ever.
automate, explore and exploit by eliminating all obstacles to efficiency. This isn't just fun, it's contractually mandated, fun.
Also, see what I'm saying? Ada's like being lighthearted, but she's also saying like, hey, like you literally owe your life to this fucking company. So like, get this fucking building. Alright, let's really quickly, first off I have to tear all this down. Because all this is now inefficient as all fuck. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make more of these, yeah. Just make more of these. Just make these in a goddamn line. Oh, by the way, there's actually a comment, because the devs of these games do still do development dev talks, which is really awesome. They're like so fucking cool. Somebody asked them if they're ever gonna add gravity to the game, and they said that they need to make another updated updated video, because the last time they made an updated video on what they'll never ever add to the game was, I think, 3 years ago. So obviously at this point, like, there's a ton of things they might, but they never will add to the game. And they said that they should update it for that one question alone, that they will never add gravity to this game. For very obvious reasons. Alright, so what I can do is a very quick build on all of the materials. To be fair, Silver Wrath is not as bad as I remember him. I hunted Silver Wrath for the bow build that I had, so I had to remember whether or not he was as bad as I remember him. He is not as bad as I remember at all. I could have sworn he was way worse, but he was not. Either that or I was just really lucky on my hunt with him. You know what? Let's do this real quickly, just to have this as a marker. And then we'll do one constructor and a cable, which good thing that I am now crafting an absolute buttload of cable over there. I really am wondering if I'll do better against Rajang with a different weapon. I'm too much of a bitch to go back and actually try and see if that's the case. Uh-oh. I can't believe I actually almost left off. That would have been bad. Alright, give me more plates. Oh, I need more screws. Dumb bitch. Well, actually, I probably should try and take on Rajang with the bow or the longsword, all things considered. Both of those are so much faster than the hammer, so it probably would do way better against that weapon, or those weapons. You're having trouble base Rajang? Here's the tempered fuse Rajang! Yeah, fucking ridiculous. I honestly, legitimately, I want to know sometimes. Like, I want to take a quick peek behind the goddamn door sometimes to Capcom's, like, dev team for Monster Hunter and see, like, who is the masochist in that team who decided that Raging Bracky and Furious Rajang were a good idea? Like, who the fuck saw both of those monsters said, nah, these guys are too easy. Let's make them even fucking harder. Let's make one go Super Saiyan. Like, what the fuck? That's good. Leaves and wood. Leaves. I don't have any wood right now, but then again, I haven't had wood in literally 7 years? Oh my god, is it? No, I think I'm at 6 years without wood. But it is starting to get up there. It is starting to get real up there that I've been a very long time without wood. I would cry if I wasn't a goddamn AI. Oh wait, you know it's fucking true, which is depressing. Which then this all goes into a single constructor, which I need more cable. God damn it. So I'm now making all the bare necessities. I'm making iron plates, iron rods, screws, wire, cable, and concrete, all out of just one node each. Like I said, efficiency, chat. Absolute efficiency. There ain't no need for nothing else as long as you're efficient. It's also why I like this area starting to begin with, because it has open area and I have everything that I need right off the bat. Okay. I believe it's just... Oh, no, it's 120. Yeah, it's 120. Okay. To which then I put a container there. And we go choppies. Alright, once I get back from this, I'll check out Epic's art on my Discord while everything is popping. I'm halfway unsure why they made the, like, timber animation count for even, like, smaller trees. I don't know if it's just because I haven't had the animations happening yet in this game or anything, but like the animations do tend to stagger the game a little bit. I'm gonna guess it's just because I haven't had them in the game yet, because that was smooth. Clean up my camera. It's so goddamn nice. Okay, so now that whole area is now nice and clean. Oh, actually, I need to clean up, or I need to put the Mark II belt for the wood as well, because the wood, while it produces, I think, 300? Hey, shut up. 300 biomass per minute? I still need Mark II anyways to help out with the throughput. Won't do much, but it'll help a little bit. No, how dare! Oh, hang on, got it. The only reason I do that is to make sure I get everything in the little area. Make sure I kill everything. Like I said, fuck nature. I just want my factory. Okay. And that should be everything all cleaned up for this area. Beautiful. All the wood. Oh, wait, no, actually, wood doesn't need it. Yeah, wood doesn't need it. Wood just need it for the output. Oh, right, actually. Oh, yeah, that's true. Oh, I'm dumb. 6120? 6120? Oh, yeah, I guess I am just really dumb. Huh. Damn it. You know what? While I am checking on the art, I might as well just have this one. Alright. Agent, you have no goddamn idea. Do you realize how badly I've been begging for wood for the 7 fucking years? Do you understand why I don't touch grass? Because if I do touch grass, do you understand how hard I'm gonna go after that wood? There's a reason I just stay at my little shelter. Oh, I guess the other thing too, I guess I might as well ping people to the pool as well. Jesus fucking Christ, Epic, that goddamn art. How dare you? How dare you? I'd be more okay with it if it didn't go so far as to having to put pasties on me. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Not terrible, though. Not terrible, all things considered. Agent, I already went through it. In a past, actually, funny enough, it was also unsatisfactory, is when I explained, my relationship status. Essentially speaking, oh, I just was off center again. Why am I always off center? I don't get what the fuck is up my VC face, like putting me off center like that. Fuck. There we go. Okay, cool. I don't know why, like, it makes me drift ever so slightly every once in a while. I don't get it. TLDR, I had a high school relationship. It turned a long distance due to the fact that, they were a military child. So it turned into basically online dating from that point on. Long story short, after 3 years, things definitely were falling apart. I'll call it a pivot point happened where it was very obvious the relationship was never going to survive. But for another 3 years after that, I definitely, no, yes. That was the moment, that was the moment I stopped getting my wood. That's not like correlating in any which way. That actually technically has part to do with the pivot. But point being, 3 years after that, I finally like full on confronted my partner to basically be like, we're done, right? Like we're done. Like let's not kid ourselves anymore. Like we still have feelings for each other, but like this isn't a relationship anymore. Like we're done. Like it's over. And it kind of was a good thing in a way because obviously number one, it's good to full on dead confirm that yes, I am in fact single, but also because as much as it was like painful, it was also kind of be like, I mean, like even though we confirmed with each other, it's like, yeah, no, we're done, like it's over. It was still kind of nice to be like, yeah, but we'll still talk. We still like chill and everything like that. Yeah, it was a thing. Like I said, actually, you know what? I think since the last time I told this story, it was a past iteration of my voice that wasn't as clean. No, I think that was back when my voice was still glitching, right? Yeah, I think that was back when my voice was still glitching. Oh fuck, should I just tell the goddamn story? Should I tell the story while I'm harvesting more biomass and while everything is crafting? Maybe I should. Oh, you know what? Actually, you know what? When I'll tell the story, I'll set up the build for the space elevator part, which is the assembler, and I'll tell the story more in depth then. And yes, Epic, I did actually finally react to it. Good art. Would prefer it if you didn't have the fucking outfit so far off that it showed fucking pasties. Like, goddamn. But still, pretty good. All things considered for AI. Again, it is terrifying how good AI is starting to get with fucking art. Like, truly. It's starting to get almost borderline upsetting. Unironically, I can make the space elevator quickly, but, when it comes to actually doing the thing for it, it's literally gonna take an hour. No, I'm not kidding. It's gonna take a solid hour. It's gonna take me to the end of the stream. That's kind of why I'm saying is that, like, I can set that shit up, and then I can tell the story again, but now with proper audio. And that'll also mean that I can clip it, so that I can post it, because that's the only reason why I didn't post it when I said to Ingrid when he asked me about it. That's the only reason why I didn't post it. Actually, at the end of the day, it's because I heard my audio was, like, garbage, and I was just like, I don't really want to post, like, this as the highlight or the clip or the story, you know? So I could actually tell the story now here, and then clip it, post it, and then anytime anybody asks me about, like, hey, so were you in a relationship before? I can just tag them into that video rather than being like, yes, I have, here, just watch this video. That's it. There. I said a story. Just go watch the goddamn video. But how long do I tell that story? Probably like 10 minutes.
Milestone reached.
Yeah, give me
the
like
assembler
10-ish
can
minutes.
produce more complex parts, including the first project part, smart plating, which is crucial for initiating project assembly. Project parts must be delivered to the space elevator. By completing your contracted
Legitimately, if
duties
you
as
go
part
get
of
breakfast when you
project
come back,
assembly,
I'll probably be
you will
ready.
definitely be helping achieve Fix-It Company goals without any other
Oh, that's
ulterior
fine, Agent.
motives.
Yeah, because you can watch on
Note,
YouTube in the
humans
background.
cannot
Yeah.
craft project parts.
With
Do not worry about your
YouTube
inadequate crafting
YouTube
skill
Premium.
when
I
compared
still
to
want
an
to call it
assembler.
YouTube Red
Fix-It
so badly
cherishes
because
your
that's what
innate
it
human
released as.
abilities,
And to
such as
this day,
walking,
I
striking
don't care how many
objects,
times I
and
bring it up. It
commodifying
still
natural
shocks me to this day
resources.
they ever thought YouTube Red was going to be like the way to call their premium service. It's so stupid. Thank you for the hydrate, Agent. It's obvious why they called it YouTube Red. Let's not even kid around. We know exactly why they called it YouTube Red because they wanted it to be like, no, this is the real YouTube Red. But then they also eventually changed it anyways because they also knew that it was never gonna happen. No one was ever gonna believe them. Like it was always gonna be the YouTube Red. Oh, not enough screws. Hopefully by the time I finish crafting these, I will have those screws. It's what I said early on, like, the one thing that holds you back in this game, the literal biggest thing that holds you back in this game is fucking screws. Screws screw you over so goddamn often. Actually, if nothing else, I guess I can start telling the story right now. Fuck it. Okay. So, like I said, I've already told the story. For anybody who has heard it, you can just tune out my dumbass voice and everything like that. But, okay. So, like I said before, me and my partner, the one relationship I have ever had, was me in high school. I was very much the loner. I was very shy. Like, I think the best way to put it is that, like, you know how, like, I'm obviously this confident on screen right now? Yeah, that's only because I'm behind a screen. I'm behind an avatar. If I wasn't behind a screen or avatar, like, legitimately, if anybody has seen My Hero Academia Vigilantes, I'm Pop Step. Like, legitimately. Like, if I don't get along with you, I am going to be, like, the most reserved, quiet bitch you'll ever find. Like, it made it difficult for anyone to approach me or anyone to, like, care beyond staring at the fact that I was an early bloomer. Because, yes, I was a very early bloomer. I had my dimensions by the time I got into high school. So that was fun. That was a lot of fun. So, yeah, I was always very awkward. However, with my my SO that I met, I kind of did the playful puppy thing of, like, I'm close to you a lot, so we kind of just started getting along, which is actually really funny because the reason why we started to get along is because they actually started to date my best friend. And no, I am not joking. And yes, this is going the exact direction that you think it's going. But literally a solid year of them dating my best friend, I realized I had feelings for them. And for a couple months after that, I never really, like, confessed it, and they never confessed to me. And I say that because there came a moment where we were both a little bit on the awkward side, and it kind of just came out with, like, the both of us kind of just like, you know, I like you, right? And they said it right back. It's like, okay, I like you too. It's like, so you're dating my best friend. Like, listen, I like you, but that can't happen. And I have to really, like, be very clear on this. Before anything happened, I hard confirmed to them that they could not be dating my friend. Do you want to know how quickly they broke up with my friend? Because the reason why this all came out was because I was in the marching band. And when we're in the marching band, instead of going to prom night, the marching band at my school, we instead went out together to, like, be like, hey, we're the band kids, we're the band nerds. Like, we're not the ones who got asked out to prom. We're not the ones who got asked out to homecoming. We're the group that, like, hangs together, we stay together. And I wanted to invite them because, again, I'm not a girl who, like, dresses up. I don't, like, do anything to that degree or anything, you know? Like, I liked being with the band. I liked celebrating with them. And at the end of the day, by the way, this is now ready to go. So now in 25 minutes, that'll be ready. But at the end of the day, I asked them out to this outing, and it was basically, that moment was kind of like the moment that they kind of asked, like, well, why are you asking me? And that was when it came out with, like, yeah, I like you. Like, I like you. What else can I fucking say? So, that very day that I asked them, which was, mind you, 3 days before homecoming, they told my best friend they weren't going to homecoming. Oh, we're breaking up. So, we considered that marching band outing as our first date. And there was a part of me that felt a little bad, all things considered, because of, I literally stole my best friend's partner and everything like that. But another part of me was kind of like, I finally got a relationship. I'm finally, like, with somebody. But that we hit it off. And for the remainder of the year, things are great. However, that was during sophomore year. So we got to enjoy sophomore summer and go into junior year. However, at the end of junior year, their family was moving away. Like I said prior, and a lot of times before, they are a military family, which for anybody who lives in the military family or knows of friends who were military families, they move around a lot because obviously parents get restationed and they end up having to leave. We spent that last year together very passionately, is how I'll fucking put it. There's a reason I am what I am. That's how I'll say it. But then obviously 1 year passes, they now have to leave. They literally, I'm not even kidding when I say this, move cross country. So from that point on, the only time we could ever visit each other was during vacations and or breaks, where obviously we don't have school. Our families are willing to put in the money to actually have us visit each other, to have us be next to each other. And things are going great until, so we had senior year. And while we did visit each other during, senior year Christmas, ads are going to start here in a little bit, so I'm very sorry, freebies. YouTube is still going to watch. And of course, if, like I said, I'm going to edit this out and put it on YouTube. So for all those who are going to get, unfortunately, blocked out for 3 minutes here, I will keep going with the story, but hopefully not too much is going to be missed. We see each other for senior year Christmas. It was great. It was fun. It was awesome. And then finals started coming up. Now, obviously, people who went through high school, you know what finals are. They're, like, super important. They're, like, literally, like, what determines your entire fucking future, essentially speaking, whether you get into college or not. So the both of us were always, and I do mean always, calling each other at night. We were always talking either through phone, video message, or literally texting throughout the entire goddamn night. We were sleepless because of being playful with each other and just in general because we were lovebirds and everything. But then came finals and we had to make an agreement. We made an agreement. We said, okay, finals are here. We need to make sure that, like, we pass because we have to make sure that, we don't ruin our goddamn lives. So, the 2 weeks before finals actually happened, we say, okay, we're not going to talk to each other because if we talk to each other, we're going to get really busy and also get really busy with each other. Okay, so we agreed to that. So we go through the entire 2 months without talking to each other for finals and up until graduation. At that point, we should have been in contact with each other at that point because if anybody knows, as a senior, the last week before graduation is kind of more just like a celebratory week. Like, teachers aren't teaching us shit. Like, oh, that's really just like goodbyes and alumni shit and like just all like casual stuff at that point. And I wanted to get in contact with them again. We'll see you soon, freebies. Like I said, it'll be up on YouTube. And he never responded to me. Despite the fact that we came to an agreement that, we would not talk for finals and we would start talking again after the fact. I just thought, okay, you know what, fine. Maybe they're just busy because graduation's happening. Maybe they're busy with all the activities. Maybe they're busy with, like, whatever people, like, they hung out with over there and stuff like that. Or, like, their family is keeping them busy or something like that for graduation. Because their family were kind of, like, tight asses when it came to school. So, like, that was kind of an issue for them. But regardless, I was like, you know what, fine. Let's get through graduation. Let's see what happens, yada, yada, yada. Graduation happens. Still nothing. Still no updates. Still no notification. No message. No nothing. I keep trying to get in contact with them. I tried for a very long time. Until 6 months later. So that obviously is well beyond the 2 month period that we agreed upon. So they ghosted me for 8 solid fucking months. And when they came back from those 8 solid goddamn months, they acted as if everything was perfectly okay. They literally treated it as if we stopped talking 2 weeks ago. And they came back as if everything was perfectly fine. Obviously, me being, a Famale, I was freaking the fuck out. Like, where the fuck did he go? What happened? There were so many thoughts running through my mind of like, give me all the details. I want to know what happened. And they could never, ever earnestly give me a straight answer. Every single time they would either go with like, I don't really remember, or like, like vague details and stuff like that. Stuff that like, honestly, like looking back on it, obviously like me saying it right now, it's bad. It's really, really bad. But at the same time, like, as a teenager, because I was literally still a teenager at that point, in my mind, I was just like, I got my partner back, I literally got my lover back. So I was more so accepting of like fake excuses. But for the most part, I just tried my best to get information out of them, and I couldn't really at the end of the day. The one thing that I could get out of them, and this is the reason why, to this day, I kind of truly believe that they cheated on me, but I'll never have solid proof, and I'll once again detail as to why. Is because the one specific detail that they could ever give me was that the build up to finals was that they got into a study group. And I was like, oh, good for you. You made some friends, you got into a study group, and you did what you did to survive through the finals. Because like I said, the parents were kind of tight ass on grades. They weren't the best studious of students, so they needed the help. Okay, fine. And there is one thing that I've detailed before on stream, but like it's something that even they knew about me, is that I really am not a fan of substance usage, whether it is for like recreation or for like abuse, obviously. So they actually did confess to me. They said that I did do a little bit of marijuana because my nerves were just so crazy, and they just needed they needed to zone out a little bit, And well, obviously there was a part of me that was like, I wish you would have contacted me at that point. Like, if you were that panicked at that point, like, we could have talked. But at the same time, we made the agreement to not talk for all the finals because we knew that we would get into it with each other, and I would want him to get into me, and that would be a whole fucking situation. But point being, he confessed it. It was what it was. And I just had to ask the question of like, but you're not doing anything anymore, right? Like, you're not on anything anymore. Like, it was just that time during finals, and that was it, right? And they said yes. They said that was it. But they still hang out with the study group at times. And I was just like, oh, so are you still in contact with the person who gave you the drugs? Because the person was in the study group. And this one answer was the reason why I have a very strong belief that I was cheated on, and that I will never get a conclusive answer on. Is that he responded with, yeah, but she doesn't really hang out with us that often. Anyone knows exactly what I mean when the alarm bells fucking rang in my head the moment he said she. Because that would mean that there was a girl in that study group. He ditched me for 8 fucking months, and apparently it was the girl who gave him weed to relax him. So I got even more suspicious. I turned into the chaotic bitch that was like always trying to get information out of him, and once again, for the entirety of the 8 months that he was missing, I could never, ever, 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 ever get a genuine piece of detail from them. Like, not even like where they went to hang out. Like, they didn't even say like we went to the bar, or we went to like, I don't know, like, play basketball, or we went to the beach or anything like that. Like, nothing that, like, I could, like, call them on to say that, like, oh, was she wearing, like, uh, a jersey with, like, a very tight sports bra underneath? Or was she wearing, like, a cocktail dress to the goddamn, like, bar? Or was she wearing a very skimpy bikini or anything like that? Like, you know, like, again, very big asterisk. I was a teenager, so I really, really, really wanted to call his ass on it. But he never gave me any actual details, so I never could. We still saw each other that Christmas because, again, we did visit each other for a time. God damn it. I'll refill while I'm talking. But during that Christmas, a lot of it was mostly mixed in with passion because, again, we hadn't seen each other for, at that point, another goddamn year. So we kind of spent it exactly the way you think a couple would spend it. And things continued on. I still kept trying to get more information out of him, and I still kept trying to figure out, like, what happened. But something that came to my attention was that he was starting to get more distant. He was starting to get rather distant over the next yearish or so. So now I was starting to get even worse. I was starting to actually get openly flirty and playful. He was starting to get dismissive, which is, by the way, where a lot of my self-conscious issues come from, is the fact that my literal partner, the person I trusted so dearly with private pictures, is how I'll fucking say it, no longer reciprocated. So things went downhill extremely fast. And by the third year, in which we actually finally got to meet up one last time, I snapped, is how I'll say it. I did something that, while if we were in love, it would have probably been perfectly fine. But given the fact that they very clearly were no longer that devoted to our relationship, it was definitely the breaking point. Which I do have to make this very clear. Yes, by that point, the relationship was degrading horribly, which is entirely on their fault. But to this day, I will never deny that what I did was the breaking point. I'm not going to describe it because, number one, I'm trying to keep this as vague as possible to, like, not link this up in case, like, this ever goes viral. They don't know, like, I'm actually talking about them. They'll probably know because of how much detail I'm already giving, but I'm still trying to keep it as vague as possible to just maintain security, you know? But point being, that was definitely the moment that it was over between us. From then on, he never reacted the same way. He never really treated me the same way. And even though the both of us were still together, quote unquote, it was very obvious. Like I said, it was very blatantly obvious that things just weren't the same. And that from then on, the only reason we were together was mostly because of fear of solitude, essentially speaking. Because once again, we were both kind of more like introverted kids. So when we found each other, it very much was a moment of like, oh my god, like we found love, you know? Like the two people who we didn't really ever expect to find love, we found love. But regardless, and then from then on, we didn't see each other for 2 additional years because the year after that, mistake, we didn't visit each other because at that point we were adults, so we needed to front the money, and we just were barely working, so we didn't see each other. But the year after is when, at that point, we were technically able to see each other because both of us were working. And I'll be honest, I'm the one who made my way to them because the climate that they live in was just better, and I was the one who, at that point, was more thirsty for it, if you catch my drift. And well, yes, that week that we had together was definitely a good relief. It only further pressed that, like, it was over because the first night, at the very least, we did not leave that hotel room. That's how I'll say it. The very next day, though, they weren't as pressed to stay in that hotel room, is how I'll say it, which I'm pretty sure any guy in chat or any guy really watching the video is probably going to be like, oh, hang on a second. You have heard how I describe myself. While I'm very top heavy and I have nothing to offer down low, and you had to put a paper bag over my face to enjoy the time, you're really going to turn down the fact that she is asking for the whole weekend to be spent in a hotel room. So it's like, you can see where I'm coming from in the sense of like, oh, I get it. Like that, there is no going back. There was no going back whatsoever. But then for an additional year, it was, I want to say, even more awkward because obviously at that point, I'd gone to them and they basically said to my fucking face, I don't like you like that anymore, essentially speaking. And it didn't take until another year after did I finally, like, it feels weird to say man up, but I guess that was kind of what ended up having to happen. I had to put the pants on. I had to become the man of the relationship and, like, go visit them again and be like, hey, let's be honest here. It's over. Like, I know we're both, like, trying our best not to say the words, but let's be fucking honest here. Face to face, like, not in bed together. We're done. Like, we're done, aren't we? And they just completely agreed. They said, they're like, yeah, like, let's not kid around here. Like, we both were trying, and things just have clearly been deteriorating. Which, mind you, the entire time, even since the moment of the pivot where I broke the camel's back, almost as much as I tried breaking his, or he tried to break mine, he kept treating it as if we were okay, if that makes any sense. Like, even though it was very blatantly obvious how he was treating me and how things were going between us, he kept trying to treat it as if we were perfectly fine. He kept, like, talking every day, or at least most days, and anytime we would, like, banter back and forth, he kept treating it like it was normal. Even though, when I sent a picture, the way he reacts was completely different. Or he no longer went on a tirade. Or when I'm trying to be spicy, he no longer returned the same level of spice, you know? Like that kind of thing. Like, it was very blatantly obvious that things were no longer the same, despite the fact that he kept treating it as such. But until that moment where I confronted them and I said, you know what, like, it's over. We're done. Let's agree for bygones to be bygones, and this is just, we're done here. And that's my one and only relationship. And ever since then, I have been in hard single status because I was always insecure. And then my self-confidence was pretty much completely annihilated by the 3-ish years that I endured of trying to be as confident as I could for them, and then basically shutting me down. And ever since then, I've just kind of, you know what? I've accepted my fate. I'm going to be forever single because the only person who was ever willing to look up from my boobs and actually say, oh, wow, that's actually worth it, you know, ended up possibly betraying me, possibly cheating on me, and when all was said and done, they ended up treating me in a very negative way that I ended up rather emotionally scarred, is how I'll put it. But yeah, that is the story of my life. That is the story of my love life. Don't, agent. Here's the thing, and this is where I'll say it every goddamn time. I think it was good that I went through this. At the end of the day, it's one of those cases of like, don't regret it happening, be glad it, or don't regret it ending, be happy that it happened at all, or whatever that quote is right now. Because, like, at the end of the day, I got my one chance, you know? It's like, maybe they weren't my soulmate, maybe they were my soulmate, because, like, at the end of the day, I got my chance at love. Not everybody gets the opportunity to say they got their chance at love. Not everybody gets the opportunity to say that they had the opportunity to go an entire weekend with a partner who can actually endure with you, you know? Like, at the end of the day, I'm glad I went through what I did. I'm glad that I got my one chance, but, like, it really is sad, like, to remember the better days. And that's the thing, though, is I also say that, too. Like, I'm not letting any of that spoil the actual good memories that I had, because we did have great memories. We went on some fun dates. We had some very passionate nights, is how I'll say it. So, like, at the end of the day, like, I am what I am today because of that relationship, and I'm not going to deny it. I'm not going to deny it at all. At the end of the day, I'm very, 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 very pleased with the fact that I had my opportunity, and while it crashed and burned, at the very least, we were able to salvage that crash and burn at least a little bit when all was said and done. Like I said, we still talk. We don't talk anywhere near as much or like as feisty as we used to, but there definitely was a period in time where we still. This is how dead the relationship was at that point. Was that like for I want to say a solid 6-ish months after we established we were done, we still kind of acted like we were still in a relationship, if that makes any sense. Like, things were still playfully spicy between us for a while. It took a good chunk of time before I finally was able to officially stop trying to be like that, because it kind of just, like, finally rooted in my mind to be like, hey, this is over. Like, stop it. Stop trying to win them back, you know? Because honestly, and this is where probably the worst part of it all is that my heart kind of never left them, if that makes any sense. At the end of the day, even to this day, I can still say wholeheartedly that the person they used to be before the 8 months of vanishing and before the possibility that they cheated on me, I still love them. I do. Which is probably a very toxic thing to have in my mind, but like I said, there's still like a fondness for the past, and I'm not gonna let it ruin my life in that case instance. That makes any sense. No, and if it wasn't for that relationship, unironically, I wouldn't have been so depressed that I would have turned to streaming. So now I'm here. I'm streaming for you guys because, you know, I was literally so fucking depressed and I needed validation that I was just like, you know what? Let me go online and stream. Which, by the way, I was so desperate for the validation that no records exist anymore on the internet because I made sure to delete all of it. I did try IRL streaming for a little bit. Couldn't do it because certain aspects of myself were too big to go unnoticed by individuals who came into my chat, saw my assets, and basically made comments towards whether or not I should either face the camera down or if I should wear a lower cut, because I would always wear either like high cut t-shirts or like sweaters that were covering everything, you know? But then I found VTubing and now I'm kind of happy about it. And while, yes, obviously I've been streaming for 4 years now. 4 years now. I haven't grown that much, but at the very, well, okay, correction. In life, I have grown still, which is depressing because that means I had to get another goddamn cycle of bras, which is a whole nother goddamn story. But obviously now I'm actually finally getting into streaming and things are starting to pick up in Steam. Oh yeah, there's also that Reaper. Like, Reaper, I kid you not. Like, that is how bad my insecurity got when it came down to that relationship towards the end. Because, again, like I said before, we used to talk every single night. Every single night, we would phone call each other or video chat each other. Either to fall asleep on the phone with each other. Yes, that is how far of lovey-dovey, sappy bullshit we were in. That we would literally fall asleep with each other, like, in our ears, whether it was, like, us snoring or just our breathing. That stopped. So, what that registered in my mind was, that they hate my voice. Because I told this lightly also before, but like I said, my development happened literally between 8th grade and 9th grade, which is the end of middle school, literally going to high school. Like, that summer, all of my development happened. From literally my body to my voice. So when I got into high school, literally the very first thing that everybody told me was, whoa, you look so different and you sound so weird. Those 3 words stick with me to this day. The idea that my voice sounds so weird to this day fucking sticks with me.
So, you started VTubing cause everyone was looking at your giant tail boobs?
100% Epic. 100%. I have no shame in saying that because of the fact that, it's a fact. It is a very big fact. Like I keep saying, Every time they look at the chest and then they look up and they realize not worth it. Every time. Uh, But also to clarify, Agent, you were not there for the early years. Trust me when I say, if you go back to the earlier years, hell, if you go back a year and a half ago, I have them posted on my YouTube channel as old voice. I think is how I called it. It's old voice or something else. Oops, I'm on the wrong thing. Old audio. That's what it's called. It's old audio. If you go back to any of those videos were back when I highly, highly, highly edited my voice. Because, once again, I had such extreme self-esteem issues.
New sub goal, face cam stream.
Never happening. Never happening, Epic. 100%, I can guarantee you that will never happen. Number one, I'm insecure enough as it is, but also number two, I have seen way too many horror stories of stalkers looked at Emiru at TwitchCon that I legitimately am way more happy to never, ever, ever, ever reveal any personal details of myself. I'm going to stay as private as possible. Like, that is like an earnest, like, not even joking manner, an earnest manner of like, if I ever post any IRL photos, it'll be with my face cropped and as little detail as possible in the foreground because I don't want anybody to know who I am, where I am, or any of those kinds of details. But, yeah, no, early on, like, I was so self-conscious about myself that I would see streamers like Iron Mouse and Chibidoki get a crap ton of, like, attention, you know? Like, they would have so much attention, and in my mind, because I just felt bad about nearly everything. And besides their models being, you know, very beautiful, I was like, wow, people must really like their voices. Those high-pitched squeaker voices. People must really like squeaker VTubers. Which is why, in my very early iterations of my voice modulation, not only was it disgusting because I did it off the cuff, it was really bad. I was learning how to use the voice mod and everything. But also, I raised the pitch of my voice. I made myself a squeaker. It was bad. It was so bad. Like, looking back on it, I still, to this day, cannot ever imagine how anybody watched me during that day. Okay, now, that didn't last that long, though. Literally, I think it was literally during Subnautica. Like, literally just Subnautica, was when I used that public use model. Because yes, if anybody doesn't know, I did use a public use 2D model for the very, very beginning while I was making this model, which not this model exactly, you know, but I did literally work on this model during the streams. I don't remember when I actively finished this model. I know it wasn't before I finished Subnautica. It was after I finished Subnautica, but at some point I did openly say I was done with the model after the fact. But yeah, so there is and Agent, to some extent, I agree with you. I agree with you, Agent, to some extent, that it's like, I obviously talk down on myself, and for anybody who's been here for a while, you know I talk down on myself a lot. Like, it's borderline my main center of comedy, is literally just trashing myself the entire time. But, number one, for better or worse, I've gotten used to it. Like, I've accepted how horrendously ugly I am, besides my boobs, and how disgusting my voice sounds without modulation. Well, actually, even with modulation, but at least modulation makes it a little more acceptable because you can say, oh, that's just a fake voice. But, at the same time, I also know that I'm just way too harsh on myself because at the end of the day, like I said, with that relationship and everything that happened, it was such a monumental high, you know, going from the shy girl in school to having a partner that, like, held me up like a goddess, only to literally spike me down to the depths of hell itself. Like, climbing out of hell when I believe I deserve to be there is a very difficult thing, you know? But at the end of the day, it's the comedy that I have, you know? I will get better. I promise I will get better. I have gotten better. Like, legitimately, if you go back, hell, if you go back a year, I definitely bash myself way harder. And even, like, right now, I would never be having, like, this level of an honest heart-to-heart. I'm like, I know I'm just doing it jokingly, but I also know I don't deserve it, that kind of idea. But, yeah, like, at the end of the day, Agent, I know it's a comedy point for me to insult myself, but at the same time, I'm trying to reel back the limit, you know? I'm trying to like reel back on like how badly I do that to myself. I'm trying. Also, it's really sad to hear, Epic, but again, that's kind of the reason why I'm going to do everything in my goddamn power to never, ever, 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 ever give anyone any sort of like thread to track me down in any which way. Because if I could, if I can like earnestly, okay, this is gonna sound really bad. This is gonna sound really, really bad. But if I could just vanish, completely vanish off of streaming altogether and continue all my life and never like suffer any repercussions whatsoever, that would be the ideal goal. But at the same time, I hope to never have to do that, if that makes any sense. Like, okay, this is, I think this is a better way of putting it. I want to be able to hear my name on the streets or in conversations, like in the world when people are talking about VTubing. It would be like the best thing in the universe for me to just hear people talk about Sapphire Gleam and them not knowing that less than 10 feet away of them is the literal bimbo behind the avatar. That is kind of my dream. That is unironically, like, if that level of thing happens, I would probably just cry of happiness of being like, number one, I made it, and number two, my anonymity is intact. Like, that is the level of dedication that I want to keep to this. If that makes any sense. Episode 5 of Unbound was when I got my starter model set. Oh, wow. That actually is a lot farther than I thought. Holy shit, so through Subnautica and Below Zero. Wow, Below Zero was not that long. I think it was only 4 parts for Below Zero before I gave up on it, but that's still crazy. That's still really crazy. But yes, thank you for having my my little quote-unquote presentation of what my love life is. Like I said, I'll clip this out. I'll put this as a stream highlight, or like I'll put this like Sapphire's relations, or Sapphire's love, love life. That's what it is. Sapphire's love life, or something like that. And I'll just find Subnautica parts. Wow, I took a long time to work on that model of Subnautica, because wasn't Subnautica 1 like 14 parts? It was a while. I know it was a fucking while into Subnautica. So wow, that's kind of crazy. So it took me roughly 3-ish months. Yeah, 3-ish months to get that model all set and done. Whew. But there you go. There you go, Agent. There is the entire story. Again, don't feel bad, Agent. Like, legitimately, well and truly. That's kind of why I'm able to retell the story so much. Because at this point, I have reconciled with borderline everything in there. Everything in there. I've pretty much reconciled with the entirety of my love life and everything that's happened so far. And like I said, it helps a lot that at the end of the day, we did end up still being friends. Like, if that shit crashed and burned badly, obviously that probably would scar me way worse. But it is what it is, you know? And that's what I'm saying, is that, like, you can only do so much when it comes down to, like, the life that you are given, you know? And when it comes down to it, I made a simulation for love. The simulation failed, and that's all that can be said and done. If I got the little perfect, like, possible outcome and still failed, like, still. Probably, Nam. What I probably... Oh, yeah, that's true. No, not really that many people know this, because no one really bothers to go back and check on those streams. I used to stream for 6 hours. I think those 6-hour streams ended very quickly. I think I only did that for like a month and a half. But yeah, I probably had that model in the works probably for like since like episode probably 3 of Subnautica, because I probably was just like, I don't want to keep using this free use model. I want to make my own. But obviously, I was just constantly working on it. So like, probably like you said, Nam, the last 3 episodes of Subnautica is when I finally felt good enough to be like, all right, now I'm gonna post the model, but I'm gonna keep working on it. And then, like you said, it wasn't until Unbound that I finally said, you know what, I think I'm done with my model. I think I'm finally good. Also, Reaper, highly recommend Subnautica. Fucking great game. I'm really excited for Subnautica 2. Even though we are now in late February, we don't have a release date for the goddamn beta, and they said early 2026 is when the beta was going to come out. I think their recent videos also still say early 2026. Tatsuki Fujimoto. I feel like I know that name, but also I don't. God, security breach. Wow, I did 6-hour streams for way longer than I thought. Holy fuck. Cause I did Subnautica, Below Zero, Unbound. I think I did a bowling one after that, and then I did FNAF, right? I don't remember my exact order. That was literally over 4 fucking years ago, so at this point I'm grasping at just like loose memories. Yes, but it's my old voice. It's with my old voice. It's disgusting. Also, ooh, let me just say, that game is, it was something. I think I'm pretty sure I played that game before the Giga patch of fixing a lot of bugs came out. Which even then, for anyone who knows about Security Breach nowadays, it's still broken as all fuck, so it didn't really matter. I know for a fact that I finished Security Breach, but I definitely like towards I think the last 2 episodes, I was definitely slogging. I was just like, I just want to finish this. Like, I just want to be dedicated and finish the goddamn game. Subnautica Below Zero, Unbound, that one Minecraft collab, goddamn, more Unbound, Arceus. Oh my god, I forgot I did one stream of just casual Pokemon Arceus shiny hunting. I forgot about that. Unbound Security Breach. Oh, that was in the order. Oh, neat. Huh. Wow, I bounced a lot early on. Fuck. To be fair, it's understandable. I was still trying to, like, find my footing, and obviously because I was still in super early, streaming days, I was just trying to, get a grasp on, like, what I wanted to do, essentially speaking. Arceus? 18? No. It was either 19 or 20. I think it was 19. My mind says 19. But Arceus was a while ago. No, Arceus was a goddamn while ago. It was 2 years ago at most. Hey, here's the painful part, Reaper. Fucking, Sword and Shield was 8 years ago. 22! Oh, wow, I was way off even then. Holy shit. There was a post, Reaper, that made me, like, so depressed in that moment was, you know how, like, everyone's always talking about how, like, when you think about 10 years ago, or gaming 10 years ago, you think of, like, the PS1 or the PS2, and it's just like, actually, if you think of Pokemon, you think of, like, oh, Pokemon 10 years ago was, like, Pokemon Red and Pokemon Crystal, and maybe Ruby and Sapphire at absolute best, and it's like, actually, 10 years ago was X and Y! It's like, ah! Like, fuck! Fuck! Like, that is so painful to think about that 10 years ago was X and fucking Y! Like, oh my, Megas have been around for a decade. Imagine that. Pokemon got bad 10 years ago. Like, imagine. It's so painful. Thought I would have said Sun and Moon? Sun and Moon? hang on. Was Sun and Moon 9 years ago? Because that would mean that X and Y came out, and then Sun and Moon came out way after. Hang on. Pokemon Sun and Moon. Oh, hey, so I was correct. That currently the decade game is X and Y. That's because Reaper, Sun and Moon, base Sun and Moon, not Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, came out in 2016. Yeah. Sun and Moon is the new decade game as of this year. You're Raven? Legitimately, that's why I say X and Y was the beginning of downfall. X and Y was the beginning of the downfall because I full on believe not only is Gen 5 the best gen, because I just love Gen 5 as a gen in general, but also because Gen 5 was the last time Pokemon just made a brand new Pokedex and didn't rely on gimmicks to be able to be exciting anymore. Which obviously started in X and Y, because X and Y introduced Megas. From that point on, we now had gimmicks. We now had, like, we had Megas, we had Z-Moves, we had Gigantamax, and fucking, and now Terrestrialization, which, to be fair, I still say to this day that Terrestrial, I think, is the best gimmick they've ever done. I truly believe that Terrestrial is the best gimmick that they've done, even above Megas. But even then, it's like, we would still wish the games would hold up with each other on their own, you know? The AC game 10 years ago was Ezio Collection. The previous year was Syndicate. 10 years ago was Syndicate. Ugh. God damn. 10 years ago since Assassin's Creed was good. 10 years since Assassin's Creed was good. That's crazy. That's so fucking crazy. Oh, that's painful to hear, actually. That is actually genuinely painful to hear. Okay. But we are nearing the end of the stream, so I actually should really progress here, because I need to build a space elevator and go like that. Alright. Keep on trucking. Sun and Moon, Ultra Moon, games are peak. They're good, don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying is that, like, when it comes down to it, it feels way better when the games stand up on their own versus having to rely on gimmicks, if that makes any sense. Yep, last week, they finally got rid of Phil Spencer, who has been literally trashing Xbox in the past decade. Hey, speak of the past decade! And they put the head of AI department, as the new leader. It was a move. It was definitely a move. That's how I'll put it. I really don't know what the play is, but I guess the play is, rip Xbox. Depressingly so, Yor. Depressingly so. Like, it really is sad to say that we're losing
the AI
Xbox.
fan art.
I did already, Epic. I literally talked about it. I literally said that, it's good art overall. I just would prefer that the fucking jumpsuit didn't go so far as to show pasties. Like, god fucking damn it. Listen, I get it. You and the AI want to ludify me. They're the only reason I exist. But, like, for fuck's sake, at least ludify me in a wholesome way, god damn it. I like to be lewd-some, not lewd-lewd. Xbox One was always online bundle because 13 years old! Oh my god, damn. Everything is just old now. Literally everything is old now. It's pain. It's so much pain. Unironically, it really is depressing that Game Freak is now making a game that isn't Pokemon related. Because if anybody, I forget what the game is called. But it's this super, like, amazing looking action-packed fucking, like, fighting game that's like a Souls-like. And the fact that people say that, like, hey, Game Freak worked on this is like, oh no. Yes. How? it is really just the most, like, clear definition of, hey, you know what's holding us back? Fucking, Nintendo is. If there's anyone holding us back, it's Nintendo. Because we at Game Freak are proving that we can make games. We can make games really well.
Welcome to the Project Assembly Pioneer Progress presentation. Congratulations, the Phase 1 project part shipment is now ready for delivery.
Beast of
On
Reincarnation, thank you,
delivery,
Nam.
Phase 1 will be
I knew it had
completed
Beast
and
in
the
name, I just could
distribution
never remember
platform will be
otherwise.
constructed. After
Yay!
completion
Probably
of
something
Phase
done
1,
just like
the
that.
technologies of Tiers 3
Alright.
and 4 will
Goodbye.
become available in the hub. Highlights are automated
Alright,
power,
so now I need
steel
steel
production,
and stuff like
personnel
that, which really sucks
transportation,
because
and
what
many
I
more.
need
Completing Phase 2
is
of
you!
Project
I
Assembly
need
is your next main objective.
blueprints!
New project
To
parts
get
will need to be
blueprints,
produced
I need,
and delivered to the space elevator as you have done previously.
I need
Continue to
steel,
construct,
which I can
automate,
technically get
explore,
steel
and
very
exploit for a
quickly, but
better
I
Fix-It
need
future.
to get that working first. Which I think I need basic steel production is what I
Phase
need, yeah.
1 of
I need
Project
this thing
Assembly
first, which
completed.
obviously
This
is going
only
to take
the
time for
beginning
me
of
to make.
Project Assembly, the first step towards saving the
Obviously we're not
day.
going to get to it tonight,
You have performed
unfortunately.
adequately
But for
so
what it's
far.
worth, I will,
Reminder,
at the very
not only is
least,
Fix-It
go and
saving
place these
humanity,
auto
it is
miners
saving
on the
all of
coal
Earth,
so I can go
including
start
kittens and
collecting
puppies.
that.
It is statistically
Because,
likely that you appreciate the
believe it or not,
continued
chat,
existence of kittens
yes, I
and
do
or
know where coal
puppies.
is in this area because obviously
Continue
I've
to
already
work for
goddamn
their
memorized it.
sake. Continue to
Um,
work for Fix-It.
The one
It
thing
is
that does
time to
annoy
start
me
the
though
work on
is
Phase
throughout
2
the
of Project
updates,
Assembly.
they took away my 2 quartz that used to be here. Like, god damn it. God fucking damn it. But they also took away the coal node that was also over here as well. Which also annoys the shit out of me. Like, why did you get rid of this coal node? It sucks! It's just a coal node. You can't even see the texture. Why the texture where it used to be? And they took it away from us. Annoying as shit. Absolutely annoying. So now, I have to waste my goddamn time. Sad I can't put passion in Pokemon. I'm sad I can't play the series anymore. Well, to be fair, it's not so much they don't get the passion for it. It's more like Nintendo very clearly knows that, like,
Potential edible collected. Eating
dedicated
and surviving
whores like
does not
me
count as a
are
valid
gonna buy the
field
game
test and
anyways
does not generate enough
because
data for
I'm a
Fix-It to
fucking
make an
Pokemon
informed
slut.
decision.
So, like,
Store this
they know there's
potential
enough
resource
kids
for
out
later
there
use.
and grown adult whores like me to fund them the entire time. Like, god fucking damn it. God damn it. However, what happened with Scarlet and Violet, hopefully did give them a major wake-up call when, countless, and I mean countless fucking articles were written on how, like, that is just so fucking unacceptable. Like, it is well and truly unacceptable for them to leave us like that with such terrible fucking quality games like that. Oh. Oh, they changed this now to press E only. Oh, thank you. Actually, super nice. So much so that ZA, while ZA was not, like, perfect by any means, like, it still had its issues and everything like that, at the very least, ZA definitely ran better and was way cleaner of a game. Like, the amount of frame drops in ZA was nowhere near as much as, as it was in Scarlet and Violet. Like, blatantly different. And it's also good to see that they made a version for Switch 1 and for Switch 2. But it's just one of those moments of like, okay, now, can you guys please, like, not only keep up this quality, but also, like, just up it. Like, why? Which is only worse, too, because, someone, I don't know if it's actually true or not, I'm pretty sure it is, someone leaked, pre-alpha footage of ZA where they had plans on making the Pokemon actually controllable and you could aim their attacks, like, full-on aim their attacks. So that way, if you want to, like, do the AoE fire spin, instead of targeting on a Pokemon and praying that the teammates were all around that, you could have literally specifically put exactly where you wanted it to be, so you actually had way more control of the battlefield. That's fucking awesome! Obviously, that didn't happen, and the biggest culprit is basically just that Nintendo basically wanted them to get the game out ASAP once people were like sick and tired of like seeing the shitty graphics. They were like, all right, make it run well and get it the fuck out the door. Once you make it run well, just get it out the door. And they had to put every little bit aside that they could, feature-wise, to make the game run well. So it's like, that sucks. That really sucks. But that's why I'm hoping that it has been 5 years? I think it's been 5 years since Gen 9. That we are fine. We might either get the Gen 5 remakes or Gen 10 this Friday. And hopefully, they actually show us something that's actually worth a damn, you know? I also really fucking hope they don't pull a goddamn Brilliant Diamond Shine Pearl bullshit. As much as I love Gen 5, don't get me wrong, I would love to see them just like copy and paste Black and White 2. Major fucking stipulation there. It has to be Black and White 2. Just copy and paste it with like Scarlet and Violet level graphics. Like that'd be fucking great. Or sorry, actually ZA levels graphics. You know what? No, I'm gonna hold them to it. ZA level graphics. It'd be fucking great. But I kind of hope they do better than that, you know? Because the thing is, they have proven, without a doubt, they know how to make remakes. Looks at Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Those games are the perfect example that, like, yes, Nintendo and Game Freak know how to make a remake. So, make a good remake. Don't just copy and paste Diamond and Pearl. Don't just copy and paste Black and White 1. Because that's the fucking problem there, chat. Is that they didn't just copy and paste Gen 4. They copy and pasted fucking Diamond and Pearl, which are literally worse. Fundamentally worse than Platinum. They had Platinum right there. But they fucking copy and pasted Diamond and Pearl instead. And it's just like, what the fuck, guys? Like, what the fuck are you doing? Why? Why do you do this to us? Why do you hate us? You assholes. Fucking assholes. ZA is fun, more. I'll stand my ground that I love ZA as a fun game. But the big drawback that comes down to it, honestly, is the Mega Dimensions DLC. Because obviously when you think about DLCs and stuff like that, you either want more content of things that are already great, or you want something to mix up the formula. And that's kind of the problem, is that while ZA is fun, it wasn't great. It was okay. Like, for, like, if you look at it in perspective of, like, hey, they changed the Pokemon formula, yes, they did, which was super fucking cool, super goddamn nice, but they kind of, like I said, called it a little short. They didn't change it enough to be worthwhile, honestly. If they had a little more time, would have been fucking awesome. They didn't. That sucks. $20 each. $20 each, or. So, I mean, first off, to what extent, this is depressing to say, we should be grateful that they're not selling them for $60 each like they fucking could. But it still is upsetting that they're still trying to sell 30-year-old games at $20 a pop. Mind you, both of those games they have openly stated are going to be as they were originally. Like, that's cool. That's great. But that also means that you're selling, unironically, a 26 megabyte game for $20. We are unironically paying $1 a fucking megabyte. Am I glad that it'll have home connectivity? Because they did say that home connectivity is going to come very soon on Fire Red and Leaf Green. So at least we have home connectivity. But paying $20 goddamn dollars for Gen fucking 1 is like, well, there's a reason why you were, and technically speaking, I understand why they're not doing it. Because, for anyone who doesn't know, there are many countries in the world that are very much like cracking down on games having gambling in them. So obviously, the game corner in Pokemon is gambling. But the thing is that the original games, which is why they're doing this, are already rated. And because they are already rated, they can still sell those games officially and legally in other countries. If they were to change the game, literally change the game in any way whatsoever, they would have to get it resubmitted and re-aged. Obviously, because of the game corner, it would instantly jump up to I think it's gonna be jumped up to T for teen. And obviously, when you see a Pokemon game get rated as T for teen, you know what's gonna happen to their sales numbers. You know exactly what's gonna happen to their sales numbers. So, in order to make as much money as possible, they just decided, let's just re-release the games exactly as they are. Literally, do not change them. They're the exact same games. You don't have to resubmit for a rating. They are legal in all those other countries. Leave it as it is. Sell it for $20 and just leave it as it is. Like, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. $20 each, not terrible. It is still sucky to pay for a $30 or 30-year-old game for $20, but in the grand scheme of things, as Pokemon goes, where they charged $70 goddamn dollars for ZA and $60 fucking dollars for Scarlet and Violet, at the very least, $20 is better than nothing. And you also know for a fact there's 2 people buying the Fire Red and Leaf Green. Number 1, you're hopeless sluts like me. I'm definitely going to be buying Fire Red and Leaf Green so I can make a legitimate live Pokedex to say that it's from Gen 1. Because that's the thing. The fact that they also say that it's going to be the original games, technically means that they will have the original Gen 1 markings. Like, literally. Oh, right. That's right. They're the remakes. So technically 22 years old. Fair enough. But that technically means that they will have, the markings on them, which is going to be really cool to pull out a Gen 1 Pikachu or a Gen 1 Charizard, you know? It definitely sucks in the grand scheme of things, like you're saying, like, you really don't want to be paying $20 for a game that you could just super easily emulate literally anywhere. Also, hi, Glitter! Hi! Oh, yes, sorry for having to leave the stream that I did earlier today. By the way, chat, little hint and little thing that as I'm ending stream here, or ending stream, quote unquote, I'm coming to the end of stream. Glitter here is another one working on a commission for me. I won't exactly reveal any other details, but yeah. These areas of Pokemon that were locked in there, Sally? Nam, they did allegedly state that Pokemon Home will be coming as well to the Fire Red and Leaf Green. Yeah. That's to be confirmed, but allegedly that is what's going to happen. They are going to get home connectivity. Hopefully they do, because if they do, like I said, it'd be really fucking cool to pull out a Gen 1 Pikachu. It'd be really fucking cool. But yeah, so anyone who's in chat, obviously, Glitter is working on a commission of mine. I'm really excited to see it. And like I said, Glitter, I'm really sorry that I had to leave stream, because I did pop into their stream earlier today. I was at work, so unfortunately I had to duck out because work was calling. I'm very, 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 very sorry. But yeah, so we're gonna end off there. Obviously, I didn't get anywhere near as far as I was hoping, because I went on my, what was that, a 30-minute story on my entire love life and how it went completely downhill. Hey, like I said, it's very, very funny that on both my original Satisfactory and on this Satisfactory, I've now told that goddamn story both times during Satisfactory. It's honestly kind of funny to me. But with that being said and done, chat, thank you all so much for coming along with me. I still love this game. I'm still going to keep playing it. Like I said, I don't know how long I'll play this game for. I'll play until like it starts getting tedious and or boring. Obviously tomorrow I will more than likely get the blueprints. I'll probably do a really quick refresh, to add in the blueprints, but we'll get to that point when we get to that point, obviously. And once we get the blueprints, I get to start building like a whore. But with that being said and done, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for joining me on this journey. And as I said before, join my Discord, and that way anyone who oh, that's weird. The alert didn't play. Thank you for the follow, Glitter. Welcome to the database. Enjoy my brand new free emotes. I don't know why the alert didn't play at all. But thank you. Join the Discord. I do have the poll out right now for the follower goal as to see, as to, what I'll be doing there. And obviously we'll figure that out when we figure that out. But with that being said and done, follow me on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube, and follow me on Blue Sky. This will be uploaded to YouTube as per goddamn usual tomorrow.
Thanks
and I'll
for the
probably,
stream less than 3.
I'll probably clip out the whole relationship story, and I'll probably post that on Saturday afternoon. That way, obviously, this stream pod will go out on Thursday, tomorrow's will go out on Friday, and then for like a little bit of padding on Saturday, the relationship story will probably come out then. And then obviously Saturday stream will come out on Sunday, yada yada yada. But with that being said and done, I love you all. Have a wonderful night. Have a wonderful time. And I will see you tomorrow for some more Satisfactory show. But until then, y'all, have a wonderful night. Bye.